Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Hey folks, welcome back to another King Gunsmiths video. Today we're going to be looking at checking the firing pin protrusion on the Mosin Nagant 9130 rifle bolt. Firing pin protrusion is a very important factor in a firearm because if it's not set correctly, you could have very major issues with the operation of the weapon and the safety of the shooter that is firing the weapon. Basically, you want to check to make sure that the firing pin is coming out of the hole, which is going to be seated inside the chamber, your block here. You want to make sure that it's set to an appropriate amount of protrusion. You don't want it sticking out too far, and vice versa, you don't want it sticking in too far. So today we're going to look at how to properly check one on the 9130 Mosin Nagant bolt. So to do this, you're going to take a tool that comes with your rifle. This 9 out of 10 times when you buy a Mosin, whether it be from a gun show or a gun shop, you're going to get a tool like this in a little cleaning pouch like this. It's going to be inside there. And this is actually a very useful tool. A lot of people overlook the features because they simply don't know what it is. They're not educated on it. So I'm going to tell you a few facts about this tool. This can help you check the spacing of the firing pin. And it's also a nifty little screwdriver for various parts around the Mosin. You know, it's very good if you need a quick takedown. Of course, I don't use it for those purposes, but I do occasionally use it when I'm checking the firing pin spacing. So to do this, we're going to go ahead and take, obviously, the bolt out of the gun. And we need a nice solid surface to work on. You know, be comfortable. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the bolt, and we're going to kind of, bear with me here, we're going to kind of just put it up against the table and spin. Whoops, got the other way. Okay, so and spin it to where it's in the closed position, how it would look in the rifle. So you need to be able to see your firing pin sticking out of there. You see that? You need to be able to see the firing pin. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bolt and stand up nice and straight. Make sure all this right here is seated. Make sure you know you're getting the true measurement. Go ahead and tap that against the table a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and check the firing pin protrusion by using our tool. And you're going to notice a few notches here, like I said. This first one, you're going to pass over it, and it should go above it. It should not be touching the firing pin. You kind of see that there? It should not be touching the firing pin at all. The second notch right here, when you go over, it should be bumping into that and making contact with the firing pin, making it hard to pass through. If this is touching it too much, you're going to want to go ahead and back the firing pin down. So let's go ahead and do a reset again. Just make sure we're getting the true position, and then we're going to go ahead and retest it. So again, the first notch here should fit comfortably underneath it. You can see that going through there. There's a gap there. Okay, and your second notch, you want it to be, you know, to where it's touching the top of that and grazing it on the firing pin. So the first notch, you want it to be able to pass through, and the second notch, you don't want the firing pin to easily pass through there. Now obviously there's a little leeway here, but you want this as accurate as possible, because like I said, if you have the firing pin sticking too far out, that's going to hit the primer, it's going to strike it, of course, and you have the potential to blow gases back into your face, which is why you always want to wear eye protection while you're shooting. That's, some people say, well, you know, I'm shooting this and that. Well, sometimes stuff happens with, you know, if the round is loaded incorrectly, double charged, things like that, that gas can come back into your face and really do some damage, or it could cause a malfunction within the rifle. So you want to make sure your firing pin is checked for that. And that goes for basically any firearm. Usually it's the older ones, such as the Mosin, because they were mass-produced. You know, not a whole lot of quality control there, although they are very nice rifles. But you just want to check for stuff like that, just to be safe and to keep regular maintenance. And as you take your bolt apart regularly, you'll notice that it will sometimes get out of check. So just every time you're done disassembling the bolt and you're messing around with stuff, go ahead and just do a quick little check there. It doesn't hurt, and it's going to save you a lot of frustration in case your firing pin is sticking out too far, or you're going to get light strikes, which can also be dangerous with delayed fires and such, although it's rare, but sometimes it happens if the firing pin is not coming into good contact with that primer. So just keep those things in mind, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions and if you want any more tips on this. So we're just going to go ahead and put our bolt back in the normal position, and we're done with checking the firing pin protrusion. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll hope you all have a great day. Thanks.
Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!